All right, all right. Here we go. For the second All-Star game. We have the Steel City Technical All-Star against the Goombay Washington, D.C. All-Stars. We have number 9. Hey! Yeah, what do you want? With my clients. Number 15. Number 9. You might go to stand here. I know. Number 16. Yeah. Number 4. Yeah. Number 5. Freddie K. No, no. We have number 6. Baby God. JB. Number 24. Magazine. Number 12. Walker. Number 4. Yeah. Oh. Number 13. Tiffany. Number 14 is Keith Chang. Number 4. Goombay, Washington, D.C. Stars. We are the Red Stars. Exactly. We playing it for sure. Right. It's sports clothes in the toilet. Yeah. All right. Very nice. So it's all the what? That's right. Yeah, oh, I don't know. I never played basketball either, but I did. What time you think that's starting off with this wild? Maybe. You got me this way. What's up? You want to give me this? I know when it's Aaron. He's going to look at the ball. All right, let's get it going, ladies. Good luck. Okay, we play with me. See, you know, man. Sure to be up with all. So, there's 15 minutes. I got for my son. Tell him to get me to listen. Right? You got the 13. To talk. You got the 13. He's not going to tell people who are beside this whole thing.
About to get started with game 2 of the Beast of the East. Goombay Kickball versus Steel City Pickers. Game 1 going to the Kickers, 13-7.
I'll be back. September. You know that way.
Goombay now has 10 players, so Steel City will be playing with the maximum 11 in the league.
Thank you. Who went and fight? You were hurt.
She will open it up for the Kickers.
Yeah, that's what y'all hear say.
So G pops this one up for foul, first base side. First kick of the game. G was out, so now Jazz gets a single to begin it. Not first one gone. Here's Jordan from the Diva Dolls. Cyclones owes it to Dallas Center in the infield. Catch is made. Out number 2. Here's Jordan, number 6. With this split one right over to the pitcher's mound. Rolled out by the back catcher and allow 2 on with 2 outs. Kickers looking to get another early lead here. Steve with the Renegades, number 16. Use it off her foot to first. Step on the bag, the one that will tire it. That's 3 outs anyway, so that'll do it for this half inning for the Kickers. No runs across, off 2 hits. Goombay coming up to the plate. Smiley, Meek, and Portia due up first. Then Akua, number 4 hole. 5, Big D. 6, Tony. 7, Candy. 8, Nettie. 9, Nicole. And 10, ZT rounding it out. Down the bottom of the first, we're Smiley. On the ground, left catcher has it. Just put it back in the pitcher's mouth, an infield single. Goombay was able to get across to load the bases plenty of times in that first inning of game 1. Capitalized with some early runs. They are now in the bottom as they are officially designated the home team in this second game. Fouled off, and now we will try again. Lightning Lee McGinnis behind the plate. The umpire on the ground. We're over, not in time, as Kelly put the ball low. Handle. Pitch is fouled off. Portia at the plate. Portia just puts it right towards Kelly for our first out of this game. Charge to Goombay. Next up is Kua. This hitter right in front and now trying to complete it, a double play. Gets him up, throwing out. That will retire the side. Couple hits, but no runs for Goombay. Into the second inning, scores tied at 0 apiece. That's not first out of thing. He said, "Why don't slide on Dormant? Oh, Dormant is there. I heard that." Fouls away, left side, strike 1. Yeah, next pitch. On the ground up the middle, left catcher has it. Way over at first, couldn't be handled by the first baseman. Aaron will advance second on the catching error. You got to be on. Hey, you got to say you got to be on healthcare. Hey, why is it? Let's go. That should be Tony at the plate. Trying to figure out the order. Great base, pick up the middle, not in time. Aaron advances to third. And meanwhile, so runners on the corners with no one out. Kelly, I think they switched up the order a little bit here for the Steel City Pickers All-Star. So Kelly hits this one in the air. Left field caught out ground for out number one. With Ashlow actually at first. There is pretty pace. She hits it up the middle to the pitcher. They're on the first on time, puts off the bag, but they do get the runner at home.
2 outs.
Aaron's done now. That's at home. Trying to advance from second. Good idea of stepping off the bag, allowing the infield hit, but Aaron caught it home for 2 outs. Tiffany's tapping on the first baseline is foul. She'll go back. Kick from Tiffany's for third base, trying to get the runner at home. She does. Nash Rowe is retired towards home. That will retire to side. Still no runs scored here in this game. Score still tied at nothing apiece. 2 gun downs of a player heading towards the plate by Goombay, saving 2 runs. Yeah. Kelly at pitcher spot. They're on the first, retired the first one for Goombay, 1 gone. Tapper up the middle of the Kelly. At one top brings out the runner 2 gone quickly for Goombay. This is on the ground. Left catcher, 2 hopper, not in time. One hit across for Goombay in this inning. Let's sit on the ground. The left catcher upset tries for second, not in time either. Arm's got to be important if you're onto the left side of the pitcher. Be with it. It's a long way coming. Foot foul, 0-1. Left catcher, left buffer, right next to the pitcher. So important in kickball. Has to have just as good of an arm as the third baseman in that situation. Sometimes, in many cases, they are third. Roddy foul, and that will retire to side. He's still knotted up at 0-8.
Oh, girl, get paid back. Hold on, man. I got you. I'm going to take it back. Oh, what is it?
This KD, 11-hole hitter, back to the top of the order after this. KD crushes this one to left center, but hot. Good play made by the left center fielder. Now he can have 4 in the outfield. Good leg to it by KD. Just couldn't drop it in or create a bounce that could get higher. Lexington as she's get back on base. 13-7 in game one. Nothing is our score through 2 full. He gets a walk. I'll bring up Jazz. Still to come, our intergender game 3. Beast of the East, Goombay versus Steel City Kickers. And then our main event, the championship, Blackout versus Royalty. Jazz now at the plate. Runner on first, one gone. Next roll to her. Raz hits this up to the pitcher. Momentary mishandle, but enough to make the play. Still going to her right for the first out in play of this inning. 2 gone officially. That's the advance to second. Now there's New York. It's one of these harassment. Oh, bro. Finger good. Ground by Jordan play over the first inside. That will retire to side, and that will keep us with no runs across. Half of an inning. We're still looking for our first.
Third score still 7-0.
Rounder back to the pitcher. Kelly again makes the out. First one gone. We're in the bottom of the third.
Go get a drink.
Left catcher, Bouncers, and the Zaddy haul it in and infield singles. Pitcher Velic off for the second, not time. Hot day here in Braddock. 82 degrees, partly cloudy, a beautiful day. Runs on first, second with one gone. Up the middle, play over the third. Not in time. Base is now loaded. Runner didn't go. So the runner didn't go. That's officially two gone. Opted to advance in that situation. Swivels right through the legs. Or strike. Next pitch. It's in the air, but right at second with that. That one retired the foul. Still searching for our first run. It's left on. Still tied at 0.
I did so later that night.
See the first run gone for Kickers All-Stars and now meets. Clean up to the plate. One strike. Next pitch to him. Takes fair. Okay, time. Next up is Aaron. The closest scores the run being scored in this game from both sides was gunned down at the plate. For a ball. It's to left center. Off the hands of the center fielder. Well, for our first run to the game. Meach scores. Rounding third is Aaron. She'll score as well. And the Kickers take a 2-0 lead. Aaron was just able to put it over the outstretched arms of the left center fielder, scoring a run, getting the play back to the plate. Actually, it looks like they're going to put Aaron back at third. So take off one run, officially just 1-0, but regardless, we have our first run here in the top of the fourth. Ash Lowe from the Hellcats at the plate. 1 out. One gone, 1-0 is our score. Like, whoa, she hits it and finds a gap in the field. Aaron will score officially. Ash Lowe manages to drop one in. RBI single. Aaron officially crosses the plate. It's now 2-0. Kelly just puts a dribbler right to the back catcher and she'll throw it on in time for our second out. 2-0 Kickers. First run's coming across in the top of the fourth. Pretty K. Next up. This dribbles one in front of the plate. It can be handled by first. Last roller from second moves to third on the throwing error. Two gone still. 2-0 is our score. Tiffany up to the plate. Another scraper right in front of the plate. This is in time for the out. That will retire the side. Kickers finally get one across. Here in the top of the fourth, two score. And we have a 2-0 lead, and we'll go to the bottom of the fourth.
Bottom of the fourth, score sitting at 2-0. Okay.
24 for 4. Anything else? That's it? I couldn't really hear you. Trailed off. Okay, that's it. 24 for 4. 4 for 24 rather. It's all going at the end. So 2 gone. Well, fouled out. Left bumper, throw over to the diamond, not time. Infield single with 2 outs. Goombay trying to get a run across. Cut the deficit in half and on the ground. Throw over to seconds in time. Retires the side. We played 4 full. And the Kickers are ahead 2-0. KD had a big hit into left center. It was caught. Taekwon does it second. Couldn't be handled. Infield single. This is float for the Hellcats coming in for Alexa G. Placed in the last inning. Walker will replace Kelly, who's in the 8th inning, also pitching. Next inning coming up. We've looked at it, opted better to it. Next pitch to her. Just off the back catcher. Catch is made. One gone. Here's Jazz. Jazz. Strike 0-1. Yes.
So this is all right.
James.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One out. What time this? What am I saying? It's here.
Jazz and a pitch over the center.
We go around the out around the 50th, the Kickball field. This 6-14, get into the
All the way in the center field. For both left center and right center fielder in the Goombay.
with those men. I know that is nice. That's everything we're going to do.
Count.
In the court.
Up to the catcher.
I don't know.
2 gone.
You have to.
Actually, I don't think it works for that.
I say the people that they got to listen to that. That's it. When the self made yeah. And I played on the first one, and then now
Pitch. Third one base hit.
yeah, what a text.
He scored it first. 2 gone. Now here comes Meach from Renegade.
For a lead, so they don't come to the lead slow. Yeah, but that was too long. Individually, I mean, and so, but you know, but you know what it's like. I'm starting to relate to that. And I can do a real lot for you, and I don't get to this.
He took a side round. And third base side foul. Take. Right out to first base, kind of made. That will retire inside. 2 more across for the Kickers. They now take a 4-0 lead. So we'll go to the bottom of the 5th.
Bottom 5, we got a score 4-0. Steel City. Bottom 5 scores 4-0. Steel City.
City pitching a shutout so far. 4.5 played. That'll be an infield single. Push it back to the pitcher. Pitcher, 1 gone. Check, check. That's been done. Next pitch. Traces the third baseline, goes foul. That'll be strikeout. 2 gone. In danger. Leaving this inning stranded with no runs again. They do as it flips down the first base line. Right to the first baseman. That will retire to side. 6 full shutout innings. 5 full, rather, shutout innings will go to the 6th. Steel City ahead 4-0 over Goombay Kickers from Washington, D.C. In case you missed it, game 1, 13-7. Thank you for sticking through the technical difficulties there, and hope you're tuning in to our second game. Play from the left catcher spot, Aaron's board. Next up is Ash Woe from the Hellcats. 4-0 is our score here in the top of the sixth. Aswell puts it on the ground, catcher back with it, and first base couldn't handle it again. Second straight fielding error. Now Walker, also from the Hellcats, will look to load the bases or perhaps put some runs across. First pitch to Walker. Look at it and watch it go by. McGinnis, the umpire calls strike. 0-1. Next pitch. Puts it off the top of the knee. Catcher has it, and that getting out across. On gone. Pretty K at the plate. One crosser by. Next pitch to her. Second base catches May, tagging up as Aaron. She'll score. Within a 5-0 game, Steel City Kickers all slide on 5, scores 5-0. 2 outs on the board. It's time for Tiffany to make it at first.
Hey, what's wrong?
Katie spins it off her foot. Played a first, not in time. It hits off of her and goes into shallow right field. 1 run scores. Ash Flow scores now 6-0. Trying to figure out what the call is at first base. As he did hit off. They call it an out. Also 3 outs. Is that right out? That right. 5-0. So the run did not count. Score stays at 5-0. And still to come after this is the intergender game for Steel City and Goombay. No. Center for a base hit. Middle, the play over to second. Mishandled, but gathered in time for our first out. Fielder's choice. Over to the second instead. By the catcher, just put it back to the pitcher, Jazz. That will be all. Counts as a single. No outs. Tapper. Throw over to first. Same time. This is the last chance now for Goombay. That was the top of the seventh. This actually is the top of the seventh. That was the bottom of six, rather. One more chance for Goombay. Still down 5-0. That's fouled away. In a hole for a single. Float is aboard with no one gone. They're in the top of the seventh. Now Jazz. Pitcher taking over for Kelly. Replaced by Walker. Foul right. Catch is made. Floats back at first. First out here in the top of the seventh.
One out on the board. One out. Oh, yeah.
Towering ball. Can't be handled in shallow center. Float makes it over to second, gets away from her, but backing up is another Goombay player.
One out.
One gone.
One out.
It's on first and second.
Okay. Down there.
Gordon hits this one off the foot of the second baseman, trying to go onto it and totally. Float will come around from second and score. Pickers All-Stars take it 6-0 lead.
The top seven scores now 6-0.
Each at the plate, swing and a miss.
First one back.
Ian Jordan Currently on base. Jordan at second, D at first. Popped up. Shortstop coming in for it, makes a catch. 2 away. Here to center field. Catch can be made. Backing into the center fielder is a second baseman. Jordan scores. He scores. Aaron coming around third. He's getting way to the plate. Not in time. 3 runs come across.
They go through the ones and twos.
Says home run Goombay Kickball on the screen. But it's Steel City instead ahead, 9-0. This is it to second. It's caught. Ashwell's retired, and the side is as well.
Bottom 7 scores 9-0. Bottom 7 scores 9-0.
Bottom of the 7th. 9-0 is our score.
You trying to
One last chance for Goombay here in the bottom of the 7th. 9-0 is our score. Three runs coming across in the last inning off a 3-run home run by Aaron.
check?
Pitch is off an elbow, foul, strike 3. 1 gone. Goombay down to their final 2 outs. Next game up is the intergender match. It's scheduled to start at 4. I have that for you.
Yeah, I'm ready to go. Yeah, my cooking.
Nothing's our score. Next pitch. That's strike. Nobody on, one gone. The Goombay, their final chance. It's outside ball. Put it up in the air, catch it made. Pretty K.
Packet Foods again.
That is
Final
final.
City with the win. 9-0. Let's go to both squads.
Steel City Kickers All Stars. Nip the shutout. Final score is 9-0. I'll do it for the ladies only games. Coming up next is the intergender game for the Steel City Kickers and Goombay Kickball. We'll have that for you. Some more trophies to be passed out by Jeff O'Kelly, the Steel City Kickball president. We'll have that for you. They're ready for game 3.
All right. Very great game, very great game. You see you getting 6-12. It's 10. Number 4, Jackson. Number 4. Number 13, Tiffany. Number 16, Doc.